Now, it's the Ford authorized clearance at your local Ford store. And you can get America's best-selling compact pickup, Ford Ranger, with zero financing or $3,000 cash back. Or lease for only $219 a month for 36 months with $19.76 due at signing. That's right, only $219 a month. Zero financing or $3,000 cash back on the rugged Ford Ranger during the Ford authorized clearance. Only at your local Ford store. Ford's leading the way.
Well, summer's almost over and another school year is here, making it perfectly clear that this one, just like the last one, is gonna be a perfectly beautiful year.
First in Ohio, News Channel 5. This is News Channel 5 at 11.
New information tonight concerning the West Nile virus.
More cases are being reported in Northeast Ohio, and health officials say this season's outbreak hasn't even peaked yet. Tonight, Rocky River is reporting its first case, and Cleveland Heights has its second. News Channel 5's Paul Kiska now with the story of a Parma grandmother whose family is thankful for what they're calling a miraculous recovery.
It's just amazing that she's still here.
Joe George is keeping a close eye on his 11-month-old baby boy, Lucas, during this West Nile virus outbreak. But when his 58-year-old mom, Mary Ann, got very sick, he couldn't believe what the doctor told him.
He said, well, we found out what's wrong with your mom. She has West Nile.
At one point, Mary Ann became so sick here at Parma Hospital, she slipped into a coma, and her family worried if she would survive.
She was in ICU, and, they told us a couple times, we're not sure exactly, if she's ever going to come out of it or, if she's going to get better, how better she's going to get, and whatnot.
The Georges live in Parma, where there are 6 suspected cases of West Nile virus, 6 more in Brook Park and 12 on Cleveland's west side. Health officials say there are several reasons these areas have more than half of Cuyahoga County's 44 suspected cases. It's a densely populated part of Cuyahoga County. Numerous catch basins that supply primary breeding sites for mosquitoes, and good medical reporting of suspected cases from area hospitals. Health officials say this outbreak hasn't even peaked here yet. That should happen in the next couple of weeks. And then it should begin to trail off unless we get heavy rains. And while the risk of infection is low...
Never thought, that we'd be one of the people that is dealing with the West Nile. Never in a million years.
And tonight, good news for Mary Ann George's family. She is improving here at Parma Community General Hospital. She has been moved out of the intensive care unit. Now, if you have any questions about West Nile virus, check out your screen. Those are the numbers to know, and we'll show you those numbers again later on in this newscast. For now, Lee, back to you.
Okay, Paul, thank you. Ted?
A female coach here training middle school wrestling athletes. It's a very hot topic in one Akron school district. In fact, it's drawing so much controversy right now that parents are already threatening to pull the plug on their kids' school year. Corrine Winter shows us why.
I do not want my son in those kind of positions on a mat with a woman.
The woman, her son's wrestling coach here at Higher Middle School in Akron, a new replacement this year that has many parents fuming.
Boys that are 12, 13, 14 years old have enough to deal with already with their hormones. They don't need to have it right in front of them.
I don't want my son being coached by someone that does not know anything about wrestling.
Because she's a woman?
Yes.
Higher Principal Julia Mann says it's a gender issue.
I'm surprised. To say the least, I am surprised.
Mann says surprised since the coach, who's also a teacher at Higher, is only overseeing the team, not doing the actual training. Her sons are. Parents like Tracy Cassinger don't see the big deal.
This is just middle school, so I think things will be just fine. I think she'll do a great job.
What about the athletes who will have to hit the mat this season?
Say if we were undressing to dress up and she walked in there and saw all of us, I don't think anybody would feel comfortable with that.
It would be a lot different because usually
we had to go through a bunch of moves and stuff like that, and she probably wouldn't know any of that.
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. School leaders say they weren't city champs for nothing and could very well take the cake again this year under a new leader.
Now, we should mention this female coach who has some background in wrestling only volunteered for the position because nobody else wanted it after the previous coach left. Now, she wasn't available for comment tonight, but Ted, it'll be interesting to see where things go from here as the season kicks off in a couple months.
Corinne, help me out here. I'm still having a little difficulty trying to figure out what the controversy is here. She's not actually coaching. She's sort of advising. She's not touching. Where's the problem?
No touching at all, just overseeing, for example, handling paperwork, planning trips. But parents are concerned if one of these assistant coaches gets sick, she'll have to step in. So they're afraid that she will have to coach in some form.
And as far as the boys' fears of her possibly walking in on the locker room, that's not likely to happen.
We're told that will never happen.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Thank you, Corinne.
Day one of the Maple Heights teacher strike and tensions are running high. News Channel 5 cameras were the only ones at tonight's Maple Heights City Council meeting. Angry parents demanding something be done. Earlier, many say it was complete chaos in the classroom as substitutes took over for striking teachers.
I feel that it shouldn't have had to come to them going on strike. I feel that the board is not treating them fairly, as so they do with the parents.
No meetings between the board and teachers are scheduled. Remember to stay tuned to News Channel 5 for continuing coverage on any changing information. Adam Shapiro and Danita Harris will have the latest information for you on Good Morning Cleveland.
It sounded like an explosion, and tonight 3 people are seriously injured after a police chase in Canton leads to a crash. Early yesterday morning, a suspected stolen car smashes into an unsuspecting driver. Rescue crews had to cut the cars apart just to get to the people inside. 20-year-old Daniel Slates is in the intensive care unit with head injuries. Officers say he's the one who ran from police.
It appeared to me that the car was already exceeding speed limits and driving straight through stop signs. I think the officers didn't even have a good opportunity to get up and stop it.
A 16-year-old passenger was also severely hurt, as was the driver of the car they hit. Police are checking to see if the suspects are linked to an earlier carjacking, perhaps. It's a very disturbing story. A Stowe couple accused of impregnating their teenage daughter with a syringe.
Now the victim is speaking out. Shenna Grimm's message is simple and clear. After her experience, she wants to help anyone she can. An Akron jury just convicted her stepfather, John Goff, of rape. Grimm's mother, Narda Goff, is already behind bars for her role in this. The 20-year-old has to deal with parents who now despise her.
I'm getting stronger as a person. And I'm realizing it's not their fault, they're just sick.
We want to add that News Channel 5 has a policy of not identifying rape victims, but Grimm insisted on telling her story on camera so others may learn from her experience.
A former Alliance police officer is now charged with the unthinkable illegal sexual activity with a minor. Last week, 32-year-old Stephen Slimak was an Alliance police officer. Now, he is behind bars, accused of inappropriately touching a 14-year-old relative and allowing the teenager to view porn on his home computer. The FBI has been called in to analyze Slimak's computer hard drive.
New information tonight on a possible U.S. attack against Iraq. President Bush says he'll ask Congress for approval before taking any action. Bush met with congressional leaders today. A congressional vote could come by November. The president also plans to make his case to the United Nations next Thursday. Administration officials say dozens of ideas on how to deal with Iraq are being considered. Was a car loaded with weapons headed for the White House?
Secret Service agents believe so. Jeffrey Cloutier is now under arrest, held on firearms charges. Washington, D.C. officers found 10 rifles, 6 handguns, and ammo in his car just 2 miles from the White House. The Secret Service was tipped off about Cloutier by New Hampshire police. Sources tell ABC News that he had expressed dissatisfaction with the U.S. government.
Nearly a year after the September terror attacks, a new report says gaps remain in airport security. The New York Daily News says its reporters were able to smuggle small knives and pepper spray through checkpoints at 11 U.S. airports over the Labor Day weekend.
And the economic impact on the attacks in New York City are enormous. City officials say it could be as high as $95 billion. And the attacks may have cost New York City as many as 83,000 jobs. The Big Apple has a projected budget deficit now of $6 billion.
No decision tonight about a sentence for David Westerfield. Westerfield was convicted of killing 7-year-old Danielle Van Dam. The jury deciding whether Westerfield should die or be imprisoned for life has gone home for the night. Earlier, Westerfield's 2 children made a tearful plea to spare their father's life.
And a guilty plea today from the mayor of Newark, Ohio. Mayor Frank Stair was charged with drunk driving just hours before his arrest. Mayor Stair spoke at a Mothers Against Drunk Driving event. Stair was fined $250 and his license suspended for a year.
Well, we all know the Indians are building for the future, and tonight Jarrett Wright puts in a bid for a spot with the club. Jeff Gravely's here to track the tribe. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Lee, pardon me if you already know this, but a pitcher's earned run average should be about 3 or 4. Jarrett Wright was saddled with an ERA of 20.25 heading into tonight's game, but the rebuilding right-hander had his best effort of the year with the big club. Strikes out 2 of the first 3 that he faces and retires the Tigers in order in the second. After a double and single in the third, it's 3 straight outs. Wright really never let the Tigers bunch hits together, and that was key. He strikes out 4, allows 2 earned runs, and walked just 1. Now, the problem for Wright has been the inability to back up a good outing with another good outing. He'll get another start when the Tribe comes back home next week. By the way, Wright's ERA drops from 20 to 14 with this outing. Later in sports, a special guest to bring you the cast. Back to you guys.
Okay, I think I've got a better ERA than that.
Oh.
Women and heart disease, just kidding. How something you do every day can drastically reduce your chances of dying. Important on your side health information.
Plus, stopping your teenage daughters from having sex. Peer pressure can be tough to overcome. Just ahead, some information parents need to know.
Also, the ultimate surround sound experience. Look at this gizmo, a chair that gives you just about everything. And what a wonderful day, just about perfect throughout northern Ohio. There it is, severe weather headed our way? I don't think so, but then what do I know? You can trust meteorologist Brad Sussman's updated forecast coming up.
But before we go, numbers once again.
Tracking the Tribe is brought to you by McDonald's Restaurants of Northeast Ohio.
Guess where you can find this great tasting big grilled hot dog? Here's a little hint. This is no ordinary dog. It's pure beef and pure bliss. Okay, here's your final clue. Surprise! Introducing our big grilled hot dog, only at McDonald's.
Hi, this is Bob Serpentini. You know there's a reason why we sell more new Chevys in Northeast Ohio than anybody else. One is selection. We have 5 stores loaded with new inventory, and right now we're having a huge model year-end closeout sale. We have 0% financing up to 60 months, rebates as high as $4,000. Even the Corvette has a rebate. So don't miss our model year-end closeout sale. These are the best deals of the year. Only at Star and Talmadge, Banner in Orville, American Berea, Tony Perry in Wadsworth, and Serpentini Chevrolet in Aurora. American and proud of it.
And now, here are tonight's winning lottery numbers.
It's the final weekend of Levin Furniture's Labor Day sale. Special sale prices, plus 0% interest for 2.5 years. It's going on now at Levin's.
The time to save is now. It's the Ford authorized clearance at your local Ford store. And you can get America's best-selling compact pickup, Ford Ranger, with 0 financing or $3,000 cash back. Or lease for only $219 a month for 36 months with $19.76 due at signing. That's right, only $219 a month. 0 financing or $3,000 cash back on the rugged Ford Ranger during the Ford authorized clearance. Only at your local Ford store. Ford's leading the way.
Maryland authorities are having success getting rid of what they call a dangerous fish. Crews pulled hundreds of meat-eating Chinese snakehead fish from a pond. The state is poisoning the fish. Snakeheads can live out of water apparently for up to 3 days. They move across land and, they say, eat practically anything in their way. Well, this is just really a shocking story out of Illinois.
A 10-year-old girl dies after collapsing during football practice. Taylor Davidson, she played on a tackle football team, the only girl in the 800-player league. She was hit during practice.
Taylor had experienced some discomfort, had indicated that to her coach, was walking to the sideline, took her helmet off, dropped her helmet, and collapsed.
Medical examiners tell us a blow to a head led to a blood clot, which caused the girl's death.
Good news tonight for parents of teens. A new survey shows when it comes to delaying sexual activity, teenage girls listen to their mothers more than their friends. But as Lorna Barrett reports, it takes more than just talk to keep your teen from becoming sexually active.
More and more teens are becoming sexually active, a growing problem for parents. What to do? A new study published in the Journal of Adolescent Health posed that question to more than 2,000 mothers and their teenagers. It found moms can be a major influence in their teens' sexual behavior, but not by giving lectures.
You should avoid the talk. The talk doesn't seem to have an effect because often it's way late by the time we decide to have this conversation. It should be incorporated into so many things that we see in the lives of our kids.
Mary Grace Rook agrees. The mother of 3 teens says she'll address their concerns on sex whenever the subject comes up, be it in the car or at the dinner table.
What we've talked about is people who are not in mature, healthy, long-term committed relationships shouldn't be thinking about having sex. So that makes sense then that you wouldn't be having casual sex on the 3rd date with somebody when you're 16 years old.
The survey found gender differences. Girls whose mothers had higher levels of education were less likely to initiate sex. Boys who felt close to their moms delayed sexual activity, but most all teens put up barriers.
Very often kids give us the message, get out of my face. This study says, don't. It says that being involved in the life of your kid, knowing their friends parents, makes a big difference.
With 4 out of 10 young women becoming pregnant at least once before the age of 20, the study tells mothers they're a more powerful influence than they might think. I'm Lorna Barrett. Back to you.
Now, a recall to tell you about tonight about a potentially dangerous toy chest. Minnesota-based XL Machine is recalling about 3,000 toy chests because the lids can collapse, possibly injuring children. They were sold at Target from last October through December. You can return the chest to Target stores. We'll have this information again for you in about 6 minutes.
Well, this could be the best health advice you'll ever hear. If you want to prevent heart disease, go for a walk. In a study appearing in the New England Journal of Medicine tomorrow, women who walked 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, cut their risk of heart attack by 30%. And walking provides benefits similar to running, biking, or swimming.
It isn't necessary to do vigorous aerobic exercise 4 to 5 times a week to the point of exhaustion and muscle pains and aches. Simple walking will do it.
The life-saving benefits of walking extended to all women, regardless of age, race, or body weight. While only women were studied, researchers believe these benefits would also apply to men. Well, it's the ultimate for people who love video games, surround sound for their DVD players.
Lee, you're going to love this a lot. Check out the interactive Pyromat. It's a seat here with speakers that connect to DVD players, CD players, most gaming systems, the internet, your TV, and your toaster. The company says the Pyromat has a super comfortable design that's made of indestructible fabric, and it won't burn your toast. It costs $150, and you can only find this thing, I'll get it straight, at the company's website, pyromat.com, but I'll give you a quarter if you spell that correctly. We're not quite sure it's called Pyromat.
This is totally counter to the previous story, because that's just what we need is an excuse to sit for longer periods of time. Just don't get up at all.
We should make the computers be run by treadmills. So that way, the only way you can do it is power.
That's a great idea.
You should market that idea tomorrow.
I'll write it up over the next couple of days. Hey, you know, a lot of folks sniveling, sneezing today, a lot of breathing problems. Ragweed was through the roof. Dr. Parrish Garver at the Academy of Medicine in Cleveland said this is one of the highest days he's ever seen for ragweed, and likely not going to see any break from it tomorrow. Numbers-wise for the day, how do we do? 80 and 57, as you see. Normally 76 and 58, still below normal on rainfall. Tower cam right now from downtown Cleveland, 72 degrees with clear skies. Your neighborhood present temperatures include 60 at Medina, down to 58 now at Boston Mills, 56 at Chesterland. Most everybody will be in the mid to low 50s. And then along the lakeshore, you'll be a little bit warmer. 74 right now, Cedar Point 71, Great Lakes Science Center. As you can see around the area right now, 67 being reported at Hopkins Airport, Lorain Elyria Regional Airport 60, Ashtabula that same mark. 63 from Mansfield, Worcester 56, 70 Indianapolis, Chicago at 70. And I tell you what, not much happening over the Midwest. And really not that much happening around the country. We are watching, of course, Edward's coming ashore right in central Florida and really starting to die out. They had wind gusts of 40 miles an hour, a little bit of rain, but that was about it. Weather system over the west. Now, we're going to watch this one carefully, but I tell you what, over the next couple of days, it's really not going to do too much because high pressure is going to remain in control, giving us clear skies at night and sunny skies during the day. 58 our overnight low. As for tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, high of 78 degrees out on Lake Erie tomorrow. Northeasterly winds 5 to 10, water temperature 69 degrees. 5-day forecast shows you 78 for tomorrow, 82 for Friday, 83 Saturday, 84 Sunday, and then a chance of showers coming Monday, high of 82 degrees. So going to be a good couple of days around the North Coast.
Very good. Thank you very much, Brad. Wish I could get my hands on a bobblehead. You don't want to miss tonight's edition of sports.
No, sorry, Bob. It's the Tribe, the Browns, and the Bobbleheads. Plus, the Arrows begin their postseason. Jeff has the highlights next.
This portion of the news is brought to you by American Family Insurance.
I'm Richard.
I'm Elaine, and these are our 3 daughters and their families.
Michelle, Becky, and Kathy.
We all have American Family Life Insurance. Why?
The life plan fits our family.
Definitely. Our agent really watches over us.
It's a relationship built on honesty and trust. That's why we all have American Family Life.
All your protection under one roof.
American Family Insurance.
Today, your home is probably your best investment. So today, there's no better time to come to Lowe's for all your building materials. Only Lowe's carries top choice, prime grade, center cut lumber with 4 clean sides. When you start your project with Plum True Top Choice, its quality will shine through even after you finish it. And Lowe's has low prices every day, guaranteed. That's our promise. Lowe's, improving home improvement.
When Cedar Point needed an accurate weather team, there was only one choice. The NewsChannel 5 forecasters, the official forecasters of Cedar Point. Accurate, on your side.
Check this out. He gets the same sandwich every day.
The usual. Subway's got something special and delicious. The usual. Tell him, Brace.
Right now, Subway has 5 fresh-made Subway Selects, like the delicious sweet onion chicken teriyaki. Tender chicken teriyaki topped with the tangy sweet onion sauce, all on fresh baked bread.
What do you say now?
I'd say I have a new usual.
Subway, eat fresh!
Upsize any footlong select to an extreme select. A half pound of meat for those with big appetites.
Subway, eat fresh!
The time to save is now. It's the Ford Authorized Clearance at your local Ford store. Now is your chance to get 0% financing for up to 60 months or up to $3,500 cash back. That's right, the deals you've waited for all year. 0 financing or up to $3,500 cash back. But you can't wait. To get this special 0% financing for up to 60 months or up to $3,500 cash back, get to the Ford Authorized Clearance now. Only at your local Ford store.
Ford's leading the way.
Well, welcome to the Jeff Gravely bobblehead version of the Chevy Network Sports Wrap. More on that later, but first it's the Tribe and Tigers to settle the season series. Jarrett Wright picks up his first win of the season, going 5 innings with 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 2 earned runs. The offense broke a tie just before Wright was lifted. Josh Bard with a sac bunt. Craig Paquette throws it away. Garcia hustles in to make it a 4-3 ball game. Bill Selby laying down a perfect bunt, and Carlos Pena will freeze to load him up. Adam Bernero then plunks Chris Magruder to make it 5-3 and open up the floodgates. Bradley walks for an RBI single. Ellis Burks places the 2 RBI double into right center field. And Tomey has a fielder's choice. Hey, folks, Detroit demonstrates this is not how you play baseball, but the Tribe will take it 9-3 is the final. Akron begins play in postseason against Harrisburg. Over 8,200 at Canal Park tonight. What a great turnout. Jason Davis, 6-2 in the regular season, pitches 7 innings tonight, 7 Ks and 2 runs. The Arrows tie it in the third. Luis Garcia, another one of those guys in a trade, ties the game at 1. Akron scores another in the bottom of the 9th to win game 1, 3-2. Buffalo wins their opener by the 12-4 score. All right, upset at the World Basketball Championships in Indianapolis. The U.S. squad looked a bit like me, a little rigid. The red, white, and blue trailed Argentina by 16 at the halftime. Andre Miller's bucket cuts the lead in half, but oh boy, sand is drifting down the hourglass. And the bottom line, the Argentina squad just outplayed the NBAers representing the U.S., winning by 7. It is the first loss by the U.S. with NBA players. A 58-0 record turns to 58-1, but they still have a shot at the goal. All right, so you think my buddy here at Tim Couch will be able to play this Sunday? He won't tell me a thing, you old stiff. But the real Tim Couch practiced again today and made every throw that was asked of him. He is listed as probable for Sunday, but Coach Davis said it would be a game-time decision. Couch and Kelly Holcomb split the reps 50-50 in practice today.
We're getting both guys ready because you don't know. I mean, you know, we're encouraged. I have no reason to believe that he's not making the progress.
I'm sure today it's going to feel fine, but tomorrow when I wake up is going to be a big test after, you know, we go out and throw, you know, a bunch of balls today.
All right, my man Timmy here said he does take comfort in the fact that doctors cleared him to throw. We'll all have to kind of wait and see as the Browns are tight-lipped.
What are you shivering about?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous. We'll see how the week unfolds. Hey, guess what, folks? When the Chevy Network Sports Wrap continues, I'll explain who I am and why I'm here.
Power, pride, and determination. The building blocks of game day. The same goes for the family of dependable, long-lasting Chevy trucks. Now you can drive the distance at your Chevy Network dealer. Register for a chance to pass, punt, and kick your way into a 2003 Chevy Avalanche during halftime of the next Browns home game. Stop in today and drive the distance, because at your Chevy Network dealer, game day happens every single day. Chevy, the official vehicle of the Cleveland Browns.
Celebrate 50 years of rock at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. For information on concerts, exhibits, and educational programs, call or log on today.
Pretty cool refrigerator, huh?
Yeah, it's a Whirlpool from H.H. Gregg. With the ice in the door, we can fit 7 pizzas or 96 ice cream sandwiches in the extra room. Whirlpool calls this refrigerator the conquest of space.
Smart kid.
Thanks, George.
More space where you need it. Whirlpool's Conquest Refrigerator. Experience it now at H.H. Gregg. We deliver like nobody's business.
The freedom to explore with help at the moment you need it. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Expert knowledge, design advice, and all the comfort of home. These days, this isn't the only thing falling. Lowest prices of the season. Right now, only at Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries.
Riblets, riblets, riblets. Applebee's has riblets. All that you can eat now, riblets.
Get rolling to Applebee's for all you can eat riblets. Plate after plate of tender riblets smothered in a tangy barbecue sauce.
Toss them up, put them down, give me more, another round. Riblets!
Hurry in, because even though the riblets never end, this offer does.
Riblets!
Eating good in the neighborhood.
Closed captioning is brought to you by the Ohio Lottery.
Nobody covers sports like News Channel 5's Jeff Grafley. Now, the Chevy Network Dealer Sports Wrap continues.
All right, we had a little fun tonight with the bobblehead guys. The same company that made the Tim Couch bobblehead made the replica of me. So what do you think, guys? Cheesy smile time? Pretty close?
My gosh,
all right, who looks more like their plastic friend, sportscaster or quarterback?
Well, I'd go with yours.
Yeah, okay,
I'm not sure about the glossy.
Tim's got the lip gloss on, though.
I didn't know the bobblehead was on tonight.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back.
The time to save is now. It's the Ford Authorized Clearance at your local Ford store. And you can get America's best-selling compact pickup, Ford Ranger, with 0 financing or $3,000 cash back. Or lease for only $219 a month for 36 months with $19.76 due at signing. That's right, only $219 a month. 0 financing or $3,000 cash back on the rugged Ford Ranger during the Ford Authorized Clearance. Only at your local Ford store. Ford's leading the way.
Do you miss the playful spontaneity and sexual desire you used to have? If you are postmenopausal or have had a hysterectomy and experience diminished sexual desire, you may qualify for a clinical research study of an investigational patch by Procter & Gamble. Please call toll-free 866-40-WOMAN.
We love to camp, we love to hike, be outside, eat good food, grill. Working out builds up a great big appetite, and he's always hungry.
I'm a grill man. Give it to me and I'll grill it. Walmart Supercenter is everything you need in one place. Your food, your clothing.
Camping supplies?
I'm all about meat. I'm a big meat eater.
He's a carnivore. I love the Supercenter. You can get something for everybody. I love fresh produce. The fruit is so delicious, really fresh. You can find everything you need, lots of variety, everything at a great low price. Come on over, we'll feed you.
Better on your plate, better in your mouth. Better outside, better in your house. Better on the couch, better on your lawns. Better get it now, better get Papa John's.
Sure, Papa John's makes an incredible pizza, but wait until you taste our new Papa's Chicken Strips. All white meat breast fillets, tender, crispy, and golden brown. Talk about perfect with your pizza. Hey, who's your Papa? Papa John's. Now get a large one-topping pizza and an order of Papa's Chicken Strips for just $13.99.
Better pizza, Papa John's.
Going to shed a tear for this one, aren't you?
Yeah.
The bridge is gone.
I know.
Yeah.
One of them,
The one from bridges of Madison County.
All that's left of this bridge is a charred shell in Indiana, burned near Des Moines overnight.
And what do you think about you're going to be doing when you're 100 years old? How about playing golf? Tommy Thompson heads to the links 6 days a week with his 90-year-old caddy. He's 100, caddy 90. Two guys say that the age doesn't limit their game too much. They're not as strong as quick as they once were, so they make exceptions on tricky shots.
WNCX and Extreme Radio, part of the NewsChannel 5 Radio Weather Network.
A teacher, a builder, a lifetime strengthening people's lives. Just out of college, a young Bob Taft volunteered for the Peace Corps. Spent 2 years in East Africa teaching English, math, and geography. The first Peace Corps volunteer to become governor. He's invested heavily in Ohio schools, enacted the largest school funding increase in history. Governor Taft created the highly successful Ohio Reads program, recruited over 45,000 volunteers to help K through 4th graders improve their reading. Bob and Hope Taft logged hundreds of volunteer hours building homes for families in need, and he's building schools too. Governor Taft started the most ambitious school construction program ever to make them safe, secure, and ready for learning. As a young lawmaker, Bob Taft learned from another governor. Priority 1 is jobs. Today, Bob Taft works every day to attract more employers and good jobs. And he's not about to stop now. Governor Bob Taft, honest leadership for a stronger Ohio.
Donut.
Espresso.
The 2002 Lincoln LS. With 0% financing for 60 months or a $399 a month lease with $1939 cash due at signing. There are those who travel and those who travel well.
Riblets, riblets, riblets. Applebee's has riblets. All that you can eat now, riblets.
Get rolling to Applebee's for all-you-can-eat riblets. Plate after plate of tender riblets smothered in a tangy barbecue sauce.
Toss them up, put them down, give me more, another round. Riblets!
Hurry in, because even though the riblets never end, this offer does.
Riblets!
Eating good in the neighborhood.
It's the final weekend of Levin Furniture's Labor Day sale. Special sale prices, plus 0% interest for 2.5 years. It's going on now at Levin's.
It's just the same old thing. I need adventure, excitement. I'm suffocating.
Okay, you can drive.
spice things up. The Hyundai Santa Fe. V6 power, full-time four-wheel drive, and the freedom of America's best warranty plan. The Santa Fe.
Don't even think about it.
Chief Meteorologist Brad Sussman. Weekdays on News Channel 5.
Nightline's next. Good night.
We've known for some time that many in the Muslim world are angry.